Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you guys had a great vacation week. It is Miss House. I'm back with some read alouds for the week. So, the first book I have today goes with our science lesson that we've been doing 2 weeks ago, and we're continuing this week with planting and growing. So, this book is one of my favorite books. It's called Tops and Bottoms, okay, and it's adapted and illustrated by Janet Stevens. So something I usually talk to the kids about when I read this book with them is the fact that it says it's adapted and illustrated by. So the story, kind of like the folktale of the story, was already told by someone else. So Janet Stevens is the one that adapted it, and to adapt means to change. So she kind of changed it and made it her own in her own way. So that's why it says the word adapted and illustrated by, okay? And I also love this book, and the kids love this book because it does not open side to side. It actually opens top to bottom. So I'm going to show you guys this page. It's called Tops and Bottoms. I want you to look and tell me, what do you see on this page? What are these pictures of? Some vegetables, maybe? Tops and bottoms. Once upon a time, there lived a very lazy bear who had lots of money and lots of land. His father had been a hard worker and a smart business bear, and he had given all of his wealth to his son. But all Bear wanted to do was sleep. Not far down the road lived a hare. Although Hare was clever, he sometimes got into trouble. He had once owned land too, but now he had nothing. He had lost a risky bet with a tortoise and had sold all of his land to Bear to pay off his debt. Hare and his family were in very bad shape. "The children are so hungry, Father Hare. We must think of something," Mrs. Hare cried one day. So Hare and Mrs. Hare put their heads together and cooked up a plan. The next day, Hare hopped down the road to Bear's house. Bear, of course, was asleep. "Hello, Bear, wake up. It's your neighbor, Hare, and I have an idea." Bear opened one eye and grunted. "We can be business partners," Hare said. "All we need is this field right here in front of your house. I'll do the hard work of planting and harvesting, and we can split the profit right down the middle. Yes, sir, Bear, we're in this together. I'll work and you sleep." "Huh?" said Bear. "So what will it be, Bear?" asked Hare. "The top half or the bottom half? It's up to you, tops or bottoms." Let's see," Bear said with a yawn. "I'll take the top half, Hare. Right, tops." Hare smiled. "It's a done deal, Bear." So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. Hare planted, Mrs. Hare watered, and everyone weeded. So who are the ones in the story, the characters that are doing the hard work? Hare's family, right? What is Bear doing when all this is going on? He's sleeping. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for the harvest, Hare called out, "Wake up, Bear. You get the tops and I get the bottoms." Hare and his family dug up the carrots, the radishes, and the beets. Hare plucked off all the tops, tossed them into a pile for Bear, and put the bottoms aside for himself. Okay, now I want you guys to take a look. So tops or bottoms. So Bear picked the tops. So I want you guys to look at the pile of the tops. Does that look like some vegetables that you'd want to eat just in this pile right here? Or do you guys think that you'd rather eat the bottoms of those vegetables? I think I'd rather eat the bottoms. Bear stared at his pile. "But Hare, all the best parts are in your half." "You chose the tops, Bear," Hare said. Now, Hare, you've tricked me. You plant this field again, and this season I want the bottoms. Hare agreed. It's a done deal, Bear. Bear doesn't look very happy, does he? So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. They planted, watered, and weeded. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for the harvest, Hare called out, "Wake up, Bear. You get the bottoms, and I get the tops." Hare and his family gathered up the lettuce, the broccoli, and the celery. Hare pulled off the bottoms for Bear and put the tops in his own pile. Okay, take a look again at the vegetables. There's the bottoms. There's the tops. Which one would you rather have in this one? I would want the veggies that have it growing on the top. Bear looked at his pile and scowled. It's a great word. "Hare, you've cheated me again." "But Bear," Hare said, "you wanted the bottoms this time." Bear growled. "You plant this field again, Hare. You've tricked me twice, and you owe me one season of both tops and bottoms." "You're right, poor old Bear," sighed Hare. "It's only fair that you get both the tops and the bottoms this time. It's a done deal, Bear." So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. They planted, watered, and weeded, then watered and weeded some more. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for the harvest, Hare called out, "Wake up, Bear. This time you get the tops and the bottoms." There in front of Bear's house lay a high field of corn. Hare and his family yanked the top of every cornstalk. Hare tugged off the roots on the bottom and the tassel on the top and put them in a pile for Bear. Then he carefully collected the ears of corn in the middle and placed them in his own pile. Bear rubbed his eyes and watched. "See, Bear? You get the tops and the bottoms. I get the middles. Yes, sir, Bear. It's a done deal." Oh, man. So there's the tops and the bottoms going in the pile. Look what's in the middle, though. Did Hare trick Bear once again? How do you think Bear is going to react? I want you guys to talk to your adult that you guys have at home, and I want you to make a prediction. How do you think Bear is going to feel? How do you think he's going to react to Hare tricking him again? Let's see. Oh, man. Just look at that picture. By now, Bear was wide awake. "That is it, Hare," he hollered. "From now on, I'll plant my own crops and take the tops, bottoms, and middles." Hare and his family scooped up the corn and hopped down the road toward home. Was not very happy, was he? Bear never again slept through a season of planting and harvesting. Hare bought back his land with the profit from all of the crops, and he and Mrs. Hare opened a vegetable stand. And although Hare and Bear learned how to live happily as neighbors, they never became business partners again. I think that's probably a smart thing that they did not become business partners again, because it did not seem like Bear was going to trust Hare anymore with the planting and the growing and the harvesting. So that is a fun book. So today, your activity for reading, I kind of have two different activities, but your teachers will be sending one of them out to you. If you do have access to a printer at home, there is kind of like an activity page that will go with this that will have you kind of discuss and to talk and to draw a picture of the characters in the story. So the first part is the characters, and the second part is the setting, okay? So the characters are who or what the story is about. Okay, so if you need to go back and listen to the story again to figure out who or what the story is about, you can do that. You should be able to talk about at least the two main characters, okay? So you're going to do that, and you're going to talk about the setting. So the setting is where and when the story takes place, okay? So you'll talk about that too. So where does the story take place? Go back and figure out where, and then talk about when. So for this one, it's a little different. You could talk about maybe the season or the time of day or what the weather is like or something like that. So where and when the story takes place is the setting, okay? The other thing I have for you guys to do is a tops and bottoms sort. So I have some pictures of vegetables, and I have a card that says tops and a card that says bottoms, and what you'll have to do is try to sort the vegetables into what grows on the top and what grows on the bottom or below the soil, okay? That will be in a different video, and I might even just take a picture of it and have you guys try to sort them on your own. I can also attach that document to your teachers as well. That might be something fun for you guys to do, and maybe you could find your own or make your own tops and bottoms sort with some vegetables that you guys have kicking around at home in the fridge, okay? So that's it for today. Hope you guys had a great first day back from vacation, depending on what time you're watching this. Hopefully you guys woke up nice and bright and early, and hopefully no snow. I heard we're supposed to get snow. I don't know. So we will wait and see, but tops and bottoms, vegetables are not loving the chilly, cold weather, I don't think, for their growing. So I'm glad that my kiddos and the rest of the kindergartners too, that you guys have your seeds that you planted inside. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye everyone.